Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A real pleasure to be able to speak to you both today. This series from season 1, it just seems like it's part of this new generation of kind of like bold, fearless, women-led storytelling. What for you really stood out about watching that first season, and also I guess specifically about Lucy Prebble's writing?
You go.
No, 100% agree. I mean, exactly that. I May Destroy You, Fleabag. I mean, it's thrilling, really. And when you see Lucy and Billy in the corner of a room just planning the scene and rewriting it and then thinking what it could be and taking it even further, it's just completely inspiring. I mean, I'd worked with Billy several times before, and she's a force of nature, you know. But Lucy, yeah, I mean, well, Succession. I mean, it's she's, I think, sort of new Dennis Potter. I think there's a sort of darkness and honesty and an lack of vanity in the thing, where they're just relentlessly pursuing the truth of it, really. And I mean, it's just refreshing and thrilling to be around, no doubt about it. And it's the whole fact that it's led by women is just, the sort of energy is just inspiring, I think.
Yeah, no, they've created this really flawed but likeable kind of female anti-hero, which you don't see very often. And I think what Lucy does incredibly well is finding the humour in really dark but relatable moments within a character's journey that's fantastic as well. So yeah, I mean, I loved the first series.
And can you tell us a bit about each of your characters? And it also looks like it was so much fun to make this show, if not a little stressful. I mean, the pace of it, often these kind of one-take sequences, all the dancing you had to do. So yeah, a bit about each of your characters and what you enjoyed most about being on set.
Well, so I play Danny, who's an ex-footballer who his father sadly passed away just before going on to the Dance Crazy show, and he is in a lot of pain, and he sees in Suzie, someone else who's in a lot of pain, and I think that he kind of thinks he's maybe found a sort of kindred spirit there. And in terms of the filming process, I mean, the dance was just so much fun to do. It was at times exhausting and chaotic. I mean, there were routines that then got tweaked and changed, and you'd go away with a video of it and you go, okay, I've got to learn this, and you'd learn it, and then you'd come back and go, no, those 4/8 are gone, we're throwing in this instead, and you're like, oh Jesus, like, how are we going to now keep up with all of this? But so much fun to do.
I don't have quite the same reaction to the dancing. I play Bailey, who's a sort of rock legend, rock god, Bryan Adams, fading, aging rock star who used to be married to Suzie, and is really still deeply in love with her, and just loves everything about her, all her fragility, all her craziness, and I think there's no side to him, which is unusual for a Lucy Prebble character, really. I think he just genuinely is exactly what you see. Yeah, he's not a good dancer, and I had to really work at that.
And, you know, in terms of working opposite someone like Billy, I mean, there's something about her performance, and as you mentioned, you know, she's also involved in the writing and producing, directing, things like this. But she seems to go to a certain limit that maybe you don't see many actors and actresses do, and kind of, you know, the strength of the emotion. You know, how she kind of walks off set at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's dangerous. She's genuinely messing about with her own psyche. I mean, she's sort of fearless. So they both are sort of going, no, this is what would happen, so therefore that's what we have to do. And then, so that's, you know, fabulous and rare that you see in film or television. On stage, you see people are asked to sort of go to these sort of depths of grief or, you know, trauma. But it's fantastic. But alongside that, she's a brilliant dancer. I mean, like, really, really good dancer. And like, so that's, I don't know many other actresses who could encompass all that, really. And there's something so unvain about it too, that most actresses are like, you know, and Billy's just fearless.
And just very quickly, what do you hope people can take away? Because for me, there's something kind of, you know, heightened, you know, kind of taking our sort of cancel culture and social media and all this, you know, basing our lives on likes, which is very much based in reality, a bit like Black Mirror, but it's kind of taken to another level. And it makes it all seem so absurd. So, you know, what do you think people can take away from watching a show like this?
I think that there is an absurdity to some of it, but as you say, it's all deeply rooted in reality. And I think what this is doing so well is showing you behind, not just behind the scenes of like a show, like reality show, like the Dance Crazy or something like that, but also behind the masks that people, particularly like Suzie, who are living her life in the public eye, behind these masks that they put up, and the fragility underneath all that strength and that ferocious drive to succeed or be popular or be loved by the public. Underneath it all is someone that just needs to be taken care of. And what Billy does so well is play both sides of Suzie so effortlessly, but with such raw openness and strength. And yeah, it's phenomenal to watch.
Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's all about how popular you are. You know, I mean, you go on a dance show as a celebrity and you get voted off if people don't like you. You're on social media and you need more and more likes, and we know that's a sort of empty world that you mustn't trust. And so there is a general subject about today that is terrifying, you know, for younger people especially. And I think the story is that there's Suzie Pickles right in the dead centre of it, sort of desperately hoping to be liked, and it desperately doesn't matter, you know, really. But so I think that is a very modern story.
I think I'm out of time, but thank you so much for sharing all that with us, and can't wait for everyone else to see this incredible second season. Thanks a lot.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.